email address, but you'll get a text message from the police. You have it to the police station. I assumed something must have gone wrong. Especially when I saw the car door was unlocked. So
Yeah, okay, what's
the card, so
yeah, this little one.
guys, I was robbed. Yeah, I was robbed right here in my home. It's been such a long time since I filmed any video, posted any video at all. Even on my Instagram, I feel like it's been like ages since I even put up any post, whatever. But yeah, I'm well, I'm alive, I'm good. Before we actually start this video, I just want to say that this video is not in any way intended to put fear in you or to discourage you from making your plans to relocate to Australia, right? Australia is great. Australia is one of the best countries in the whole world. I've lived there for many years and I haven't had any troubles. I haven't had any sad story. I haven't had any issues with theft, with violence, with crime, and anything like that. So something happened recently, as you probably have read from the title, and I decided to share it as well because on here I share a lot of things about my life, my kids, my family, blah blah blah. And I shouldn't be selective of the things that I share. I should be able to share both the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've made a whole video about what I love about Australia, and in that video, actually one of the most important points that I made, or actually the first point I made in that video, was how Australia is very safe and how I haven't had any issues with theft, with violence, with anything of that nature. I was robbed. Yeah, I was robbed right here in my home. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Let's get into the story. I don't want to waste your time. So it was just a normal day. I woke up, went downstairs with the kids. I think I was making breakfast or something of that. Yeah, I was making breakfast downstairs. So yeah, while I was trying to figure out breakfast for the kids and I and the family, I had a big knock on the door, like wah, 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 wah. So I was like, do I have any delivery today? Like usually it would be the delivery people who, come and knock on the door um to give you your items, right? To deliver the package, right? But I was thinking, did I order anything? Like, no, I didn't order anything. So what's that? And it was quite a heavy knock. It was not like the simple soft knock on the door. It was like quite a heavy knock. So obviously I had to leave what I was doing to go check on the door and see who it was. So yeah, when I opened the door, lo and behold, it was two police officers standing right on my door. And at that point, I was like, what are police officers doing in my door this early morning? And my husband was home. So if not that my husband was home, I would have been thinking something else. Thankfully, my husband was home. I was like, why are these people here? So one of the police officers was holding my wallet. It was like a purse. I think I have it here, right? We call it purse in Nigeria, purse, wallet, whatever. So the police officer handed me this purse and was like, is this yours? I was like, did I lose my wallet without even noticing? I haven't even gone out in like 2 days in a row. Like, where did I lose this? So they told me that somebody returned the purse in police station, that the person picked it along the road in so suburb. So the wallet wasn't even picked up where I live. So it was picked up in another suburb altogether. So I was like, what is my purse doing or my wallet doing in that area? So before then, the officers were already looking around. You know how they are trained to do these things now. So they were already looking around, doing a little bit of investigation. So they were like, is this your car? Because my car was parked right in front of the door, in front of my door. So they were like, is this your car? I was like, yeah, that's my car. And that was actually when I realized, oh, my car has been tampered with. The doors were open. Some of the items I have in the, what's that thing called? Pigeonhole. I think we call it pigeonhole in Nigeria. Please pardon me if that's not what it's called here. So some of the items I kept there were already like out, like scattered. You know, when something has been tampered with, that was exactly how it looked. My car was like scattered, turned upside down. I was like, what is this? So the police officer said, I think you have been robbed. I was like, huh? Robbed? Where? How? Who? Like, they actually took me quite a bit of time to actually understand it. I was like, robbed? How? Like, how? How? In this Australia? And what is worth pointing out is that where we live is not like an open place. It's quite private. If you've been to my house, like a few people who have been to my house, like few close tight friends that have been to my house, they would testify to the fact that my where we live is quite private. That's all I can say. So I was like, how can somebody come into this house, um, break into my car and then go steal something from my car? Like, it was just mind blowing. I couldn't understand it, to be honest. I was so shocked. I was so surprised. I picked up my wallet, opened it, and I was basically looking for my ATM card. Okay, my debit card was in there. So I was like, that was the first thing I was actually looking for. I searched and searched and searched. There was no trace of my ATM card. So they were like, okay, you need to contact your bank right away. At that point, I was freaking out. I didn't even know what I was doing. I had to run upstairs. I had to run upstairs, obviously, to go call my husband. I was like, can you hear what is happening? And the first thing he said was, did you lock your car yesterday? That was when we started thinking, oh, did we really lock this car? Because my husband was the last person that used my car. And he had gone out with the kids to go to the park or just to take them somewhere. Sha. So when they came back, like cutscene, I had to come help him out, bring the kids out from the car. And they also went shopping. So I was trying to bring out the kids, bring out the things that he got from shopping, grocery shopping. And because it was like two of us, like both of us, getting things out from the car. My husband was like that he cannot remember locking the car. He was like, "Did you lock the car? Like after you removed the keys from the car, did you lock the car?" I was like, "After you removed the groceries, did you lock the car?" Like we were like confused. For some reason, I could not get into my bank app. It was so weird. Like I tried logging in, putting in the password. It was telling me incorrect password. I was freaking out, like legit freaking out. Um, so yeah, I had to drive off to the bank. So when I got to the bank, obviously I narrated everything that happened, and they had to cancel the card immediately. So it was then that I discovered that my account or my money has been tampered with, and the thief had already gone ahead to spend my money, right? So at the bank, I was able to also rectify signing into my bank app. Who's there? I got a bit distracted, guys, but yeah, let's continue. So when I regained access to my bank app on my phone, so I quickly looked into my, that particular account, the transactions basically, and the balance. And lo and behold, what was left in my account was $1.50. Yeah, I was so shocked. I was just so shocked. Like a dollar 50 cents. That was what was left in my account. So I went ahead to check the transactions, obviously, and I saw how my money was spent, basically. I'm not going to mention everything that the money was spent on because um as it stands, investigations are still ongoing. I for once actually someone that would easily offer like to give like a beggar, or not even a beggar, like when you go out and you see people performing on the streets and things like that. I'm one of those people that would drop a coin in a beggar's basket or whatever, or bowl, right? So if this person had asked me like, can you offer me some change, I would have easily given like even more than what was stolen. But it still shocks me, like it's the audacity for me to just like come into my home and break into my car and take whatever I have. Like that's not okay. What saved me really was that um I don't put all my eggs in one basket, basically. So I have two separate accounts with that bank. So one is the easy access one, which is the one that's the one that is accessible through your ATM card. Whenever you make any purchases or transaction with your ATM card, it's going to reflect in your easy access account, if that makes sense. So I have like the main account and then I have the easy access account. So the reason why I'm sharing this is just like an eye opener. So if you're opening a bank account, for instance, and you have two accounts, make sure that where your main money is in your net saver. I think that's what it's called, your net saver. That's where you should have like all like your major income, and then the ones you use for normal spending, you can leave them in easy access. So what saved me really was that the money I have in my easy access wasn't a lot. Okay, so recently, right before that incident, I had already told myself that I would be leaving only a minimum of $100 in my account, in my easy access account. um but on that particular when that particular incident happened, I had more than $100. That's the funny thing. But I had already told myself that I will be leaving only like something below 150, below $200. That's what I'll be living in my easy access, and that's quite something smart to do. If you haven't done that already, please take this out of this video. Like, make sure that what you have in your easy access, I don't know how it is for other banks. I don't know how it is for other banks, but basically the bank I'm using, you have two accounts. One is your net saver and the other is your easy access. So make sure you leave just a little money in your easy access for your day-to-day spendings, and then your net saver is where you save your main income. If all your major earnings are going into your easy access, if something like this happens, you will lose all your money. Okay, so yeah, anyways, that's by the way. So my bank also told me while I was in the bank that um they are going to refund me the money. That was what they promised. Right now we are still dragging it. Like, I'm still going there, like calling them and doing all of those, and I'm not seeing any feedback. It's quite annoying because what it says in their website, right? What it says in their website is that if your card got stolen, like, it's called money back guarantee, that they would refund you the money back. But these things are just marketing strategy, trust me. When it happens to you and you're actually in that position, in that situation, the story changes, right? So anyways, like I said, I'm thankful I did not lose a lot of money, and I'm also thankful that my card, I had other cards in that wallet. I had my driver's license in that wallet. I had my Medicare card. I had my other insurance cards. A lot of things were actually in that wallet. I'm happy that someone actually picked my wallet and returned it to the police. So I'm very grateful that I was able to, get my stuff back instead of going to reapply for a Medicare card, reapply for this, reapply for that. That would have been like a different, stress altogether. But yeah. So in that mobile app, you could easily see what was purchased, how much, what time of the day, what again, the address. Those sort of informations are quite easy to get on the app. So when the police called me again after they had left in the morning, because I had to rush off to the bank to contact them and block my card and all that. So when they left, they kept on calling me. I actually loved how they follow up things, how they spoke to me. They kept on assuring me, like, if anything, I should just contact them back. They kept on messaging me, calling me. It was just like, I don't know how to explain it. I felt supported. I don't feel like I was alone, like helpless. So yeah, they were so very interested in the matter, even though it's not a serious case, obviously. But yeah, I loved how they followed up. So the next day, the forensic came to take samples from my car, the car handles,
Okay, well,
the
it's lucky.
card. So
Yeah. This other one, you get nearly 3?
yeah, two and a half.
2.5?
Yeah. Say hello.
Oh, I'll sit tight and the local police will follow up with the cameras.
All right. Thank you.
No
Thanks so
problem.
much.
Thank you. Oh, this.
These thieves, what they do is, like, before they open your car, they kind of they wear hoodies and stuff, like they fold their hand like this. That was exactly what the officer told me that they kind of cover their hands like this in such a way that if the forensic is trying to get their fingerprints and all of that, it's going to be reading error, error, error. It's not going to reflect. So what they showed me, it was just lines like this, like hoodie lines or sweater or whatever. So it wasn't quite showing any fingerprints, so they can easily get the CCTV from every other place that the thief spent my money. So yeah, I'm still like going to the bank and asking them about the money back guarantee package. But yeah, like I said, when things like this happen, you start hearing another story, they'll start digging in like, come on, it's not even so much money. So how much more if it was like a lot of money lost? Like, how would you be dragging it with them? But yes, guys, that's what happened. What this has taught me really is that no country is perfect. That is number one. No country is perfect. In as much as here is, I still believe that this place is very safe, right? But then you shouldn't be, you can't be too cautious. Let me just put it that way. Especially now that things are like, I don't want to blame it on anything. Like, there's no reason whatsoever to steal what does not belong to you. But then the cost of living, guys, the cost of living is going high every single day. And some people are resorting to stealing. I've just been hearing a lot of theft going on. Like, this isn't how we used to be before. Like, it might not really be people that actually need help. Okay. It might not really be people that actually need help. It might just be like kids, teenagers. They can actually steal just for adrenaline rush and not because they are in need of anything. If I had anything more than that in my account, they still would have cleared my account. So yeah, I hope you learn from this. Make sure that you lock your cars, lock your doors, safeguard. Don't leave your things in the car. Don't leave your valuables in the car to start with. Because before then, my husband was already telling me, I hate to say it, but it's true. He was already like warning me about leaving my bag in the car. Just be careful, really. Yeah, just be careful. Again, this is not to put fear in you or anything, but yeah, that is my experience and I decided to share it, and I hope that someone learns a thing or two from it. It's not really about the money that was stolen. Like, the money, I can easily give it to somebody, right? So if the person actually asked me nicely, I would have given it to them. But what if I had more than that in that account? What would have been my story now? And it's not really about the money that was stolen, it's about what it does to your head. Like, after that, like when I actually felt the impact was the next day or that particular day. I remember in the night going to, cross check if I locked the car. Did I lock the car? Did I lock the door? It just made me extra conscious. And even at night, I was still like, am I safe? Like, it just puts a little bit of fear in you. Like, I've always been like, relaxed. This country is so safe. Like, nothing can happen to me. Nobody can break into my home, break into my car, do whatever. But after that incident, I was like rethinking it, like maybe this country is not actually as safe as I thought. And yeah, that is the story, guys. Have you ever experienced anything like this? It's just me. If you live here in Australia, please share your story with me. Have you ever encountered anything like this before? This is the first time it has ever happened to me, and yeah, and I hope we all learn from that, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys are well as well. Hopefully I'm able to, get back to my normal posting and, regular posting. Like, you guys know, when I'm out to post, I post like almost every day, every 2 days, especially when I am on vacation or holiday or things like that. I always love to post back to back. So that's it for this video, guys. If you're new to my channel, if you're seeing me for the very first time, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up, share your thoughts on the comment section, and I'll catch you in my next one. Okay, bye guys.